Not enough justice.
This was a youth-led movement. This was people of all colors protesting, not just African Americans. That's what really made it a significant thing, is that finally the whole country is starting to understand and make demands against police murder.
Getting that EcoPass started was a student idea. Not all of these great ideas that you've been hearing necessarily came from the administration. A lot of these great ideas have been pushed by students and been pushed by people who have been really in the work for a long time.
And she would say things like, the problem with City College is we try to do too many things for too many people. We just can't afford that anymore. We can't afford social justice.
It's clear we're still working for multiracial democracy, and we can't have that unless women of color are represented and seen and heard and really governing like we should.
When I think of myself as a woman of color leader, that most of what I have learned, about advocacy and about, fighting, about being resilient in the struggle, really is rooted in my family.
Why should I say yes? What am I saying yes to? And I think that the most effective movements and the most effective campaigns paint that clear vision of what the future is and what it can be, and also paints a clear vision rooted in our values that calls people into their values.
If you're doing your job correctly, you're not going to be popular with everyone. And there's going to be people that you afflict and you make very uncomfortable.
We've been pushing them. We've been making them aware of all this stuff. We have homeless students. They talk about showers and stuff. I'm like, no, that is not a solution. That's a Band-Aid put a Band-Aid on a cancer.
We make up a much larger portion of the community than they actually even realize or care to acknowledge. And I don't think we're valued. I think it's just more cost effective to focus on what they call traditional students that are coming straight out of high school to get them in and out.
Part of the main practice that they rely on is this kind of belittling of the community and our ability to understand things, which I think is very sad considering we're an educational institution. Our purpose is to educate.
We know that 20% of our community college students are homeless or housing insecure, they're food insecure.
It's not just getting through class, it's getting through the basic needs. It's getting through all these transportation issues, your food and housing insecurities. It's getting through mental health. It's getting through all these other things. And the pandemic that we're in right now has just exacerbated some of those situations. So
unfortunately, it's these groups that are backed by the rich radical right who have their clinches on our system. And they are heavily influencing our chancellor's office and our legislators right now, their policy, their bills.
So what happened is we started to defund public education, and we have this conversation about needing more money, but we really need more revenue in order to get more money.
What is the California Campus Camp? We are a statewide training program based at De Anza College, where what we are trying to do is help people understand how do you raise up and empower students within the community college system, and then by extension, helping faculty, staff, and students within the California community college system become extraordinary community organizers.
You can't wait around for somebody else to step up. You don't have to believe that leaders are born. No, they grow as you develop yourself and move forward. And you can't live life without fighting for justice in every way. So I would just say to you, you are the leaders of this generation, and you have a big challenge. And I think, what I've heard today, you will make it. So I'm very positive. I'm in a really good mood now.